I'm not going anywhere. If you want to criticize my 16 years of service, please bring it on.
Now at 6, FBI Director Kash Patel testifies on Capitol Hill, answering tough questions amid criticism of his leadership. We'll have the very latest from the heated congressional hearing.
Relationship is very good with the UK, and Charles, as you know, who's now king, is my friend.
Plus, from royal pageantry to high-stakes diplomacy, we take a closer look at President Trump's historic return to the UK amid protests. And back here at home, Bryant residents can play a direct role in shaping the city's streets, sharing feedback on road conditions and flagging problem areas through a new online tool. Well, the very latest details coming up in 5 minutes.
Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6.
Thanks so much for joining us here on THV 11 and streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Hayden Balgavy. Karen is off today, but meteorologist Tracy Bean joining us with the first check of the forecast and a good look at, what is that, 4:30 this morning, Tracy?
4:30, folks coming in from North Little Rock. We do have a little patchy fog out there, so I wanted to show you it's not too bad here in central Arkansas, but in the outlying areas, it looks like it's getting down just a little bit, so I wanted you to take a little extra time because folks are starting to get on the road this morning. Looking at our regional satellite and radar, we're still seeing that upper ridge dominate our area. You can see all of that activity really just going around us. We're going to get lucky and get a little disturbance through here, and it's going to bring a little rain and some clouds, and that's going to help lower the temperatures, but we're still going to see those highs in the low 90s. Looking regionally, you can see most folks are in those 70s and upper 60s, but I want to show you the big difference. We've got these warmer temperatures, and I know this is north. However, even if you're looking in areas such as, Indianapolis and even portions of Missouri, they're seeing those temperatures in the 50s and even the 30s as we head way north, but big difference, and that's that impact that upper level ridge can have. Today when the kids head out to the bus stop, looking at the low 70s, and it's going to warm up today, so t-shirts, shorts, and that bottle of water as you're heading out this morning.
Tracy, thank you. We begin with an update this morning. Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing a political activist Charlie Kirk, facing a judge for the first time on Tuesday. Robinson appeared on camera from the Utah County Jail wearing a sleeveless smock and speaking only to confirm his name. He is charged with aggravated murder, firing a weapon, witness tampering, and committing violence in front of a child. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty. Investigators say they recovered a rifle near Utah Valley University after last week's shooting. At a press conference, officials also revealed messages between Robinson and his roommate before the attack.
The roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing, look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
Robinson remains held without bail. He is due back in court on September 29th. If convicted, Robinson could face execution by firing squad. Meanwhile, FBI Director Kash Patel, who visited the Utah crime scene where Charlie Kirk was killed, faced lawmakers on Tuesday defending the Bureau's handling of the case. After the shooting, Patel posted on social media that a suspect was in custody, but that person was later released. He's also accused by former agents of politically motivated firings inside the Bureau.
I don't see it as a mistake. I see it as something working with the public to identify that there was a subject. That's a one-sided story. Anyone that has been terminated from the FBI, generally speaking, failed to meet the needs of the FBI.
Beyond the Kirk investigation, Patel told lawmakers there was no evidence Jeffrey Epstein trafficked young women to other men. He also denied involvement in moving Ghislaine Maxwell to a lower security prison, saying that decision came from the Bureau of Prisons. Heavy security surrounded Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Bryant Thompson at a New York courtroom on Tuesday morning. The 27-year-old learned some state charges, including terrorism, are being dropped, drawing cheers from his supporters in the gallery. Mangione still faces second-degree murder charges in state court, along with a federal case that could bring the death penalty. President Trump and the First Lady are in the UK for a rare second state visit, arriving at Windsor Castle for a royal welcome with King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. Tomorrow, Trump will sit down with Prime Minister Keir Starmer, with discussions expected to focus on tariffs and strengthening U.S.-UK trade. The U.S. is the UK's top trading partner. Earlier this year, both countries cut some tariffs, while the UK seeks lower steel and aluminum duties. Protests overnight cast images of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein onto the castle, following Starmer's recent ouster of the U.S. ambassador over Epstein connections.
I think it's total hypocrisy that the royal family are welcoming Trump when they've ostracized Andrew, rightly, for consorting with Epstein.
It is completely unprecedented for a president to have 2 state visits. It shows a degree of, I think, favoritism and compliance to an enemy of democracy.
Later today, the first couple will lay a wreath at Queen Elizabeth II's crypt and attend a state dinner as the UK and US announce a new tech prosperity deal focused on AI and emerging technologies. You know, in most cities, complaining about traffic or road conditions doesn't really change much, but this morning we are seeing a way it can actually make a big difference. One city's leaders are asking residents to speak up about street issues, and as THV11's Tamer Knight explains, your input could help shape the city's future projects. Hey, Tamer.
Well, good morning, Hayden. Whether it's a pothole, backed up traffic, or roads that just don't seem to keep up with the city's growth, we've all found ourselves complaining about traffic or bumpy roads. But for Bryant residents, those complaints can now lead to real solutions. This week, the city launched a 2-part online tool, a short survey, and an interactive map letting people flag specific problem areas. On the map, users can report everything from congestions to potholes and even suggest where roads should be widened. City officials say this kind of input is crucial because no one knows the roads better than the people who drive them every day. As Bryant continues to grow, Mayor Chris Treat says this process is just the beginning of a larger effort to include residents in how the city develops.
I know that residents have opinions about our streets. They talk to me about it every day. Here's an opportunity to go in and give us data points, right? Give us real, not just anecdotal, but real data about what's going on our streets.
The city will collect responses now through November 15th and use the most reported locations to help guide future funding decisions. You can find the survey and interactive maps on the City of Bryant's website. We also have more information on THV11.com. City leaders say they hope to hear from as many residents as possible before they start making long-term plans. For THV11 News, I'm Tamer Knight.
A lot of architects now popping up in Bryant. All right, Tamer, thanks so much for that update. Well, First Security Bank is bringing financial literacy straight into the classroom. At Chico Elementary, more than 50 students opened Kids Club savings accounts through the school's new student-run mock bank. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. praising the program for giving kids hands-on experience. Students not only learn to save, they also work as tellers, learning real-world banking experience. Since 2017, the program has helped more than 600 students deposit more than $160,000. Monthly bank days and classroom lessons aim to make money management fun and give kids an early start on financial literacy. Festivities for the 2025 Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship now underway. The LPGA tournament officially tees off on Friday at Pinnacle Country Club in Rogers. On Tuesday, organizers teamed up with Walmart and Tyson Foods to announce a major donation for local families. For 19 years, the tournament has partnered with the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank. This year, the food bank received a $20,000 check to support its new facility in Lowell, along with a 40,000-pound protein donation from Tyson.
The food bank has packed 1 million pounds of protein since January, just in 7 short months. So that protein is going across the nation and right here in Northwest Arkansas to feed our neighbors that are in need.
The Pro-Am begins today and continues through Thursday, leading into the championship rounds Friday and Saturday, with the final round wrapping up on Sunday. Would love some good weather for them in northwest Arkansas. Back here in central Arkansas, just another hot one on your Wednesday.
That's right. We're starting with a little patchy fog. Central Arkansas is looking pretty good, maybe light, but unrestricted visibility for the most part. But we are seeing on the outlying areas a few of those visibility restrictions. We're looking at Arkadelphia again down less than half a mile. So stay a little bit slower this morning. And that hour-by-hour forecast does include a whole lot of sunshine, starting out in the 70s this morning and seeing that high once again in the low 90s. But things will start to cool off. We're going to see a little rain accompanied with it and some cloud cover. By Friday, we're going to be back in the 80s, and we'll talk more about your weekend forecast and what to expect coming up.